сначала. Ох, Каин. Каин, это прикольно. Дробовика возьмем. Зачем, не знаю. Мы его, конечно, с собой таскать не будем. Потом нафармим остатки. И будем болтать сейчас со всеми членами экипажа после каждой миссии. Так, сейчас. Так. Платина. База кровавой стаи. Сначала закончим с тем, что уже начинали. Уничтожим зараженную линию. Капик.
I have detected an anomaly. Probe away. Launching probe.
The experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine.
Launching probe.
For your safety, do not dock with.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Ну, точнее, не всю, конечно.
Probe away.
Потом к ним возвращаться.
Mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your safety, do not dock with or land in the vicinity of the facility without the proper protocols and authorization.
Probe away.
The experimental mechanics facility is under quarantine. For your safety, do not dock with or
Something on our sensors.
Так. Роботы. Это не только ценный мех. Ну и несколько тонн металла. Так. Что мы имеем вам сказать? Ну, во-первых, видимо, Миранда. Так, далее. Так прикольнее. Наверное. И, наверное, все-таки Миранда. Хотя в этом вот загрузка у него есть. Бронебойка есть. У нее есть перегрузка. Возьмем 2 технарей. команда все равно универсальнее, к сожалению. В общем-то, особо выбора-то нам не предоставляют. Один член отряда и Миранда.
Authorized for lethal force.
Hostile mech. One down.
Commander offline.
Nothing's faster than fatigue of us paws. Got them.
Critical system damage.
Скучно. Здесь тупик. Да, скучно это выламывать блоки. Гетов так еще да. А блоки это интересно. Стекло пули не пробиваем. Бабах от робота. Почему-то его снес. Все равно не пройти. Конечно, есть.
They've seen us.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Can't see me. Can't get that
Hostile
one.
forces have engaged. Overload attack detected.
Combat drone ready.
Сейчас патроны кончатся.
Overloading.
Excuse me. Hostile forces have engaged. Offline.
Вроде ничего полезного больше нет. Надеюсь, на наши души пока.
We've been spotted.
Critical system damage and failure. offline. Retargeting. Requesting assistance. Have engaged. System failure. Casualty. Requesting assistance. Hostile forces have engaged. System offline. Critical system damage. System
Hostile spotted.
Requesting assistance failure.
Я уже думал, вы вообще, где вы тут стояли, там, спрятались, это талантливый контейнер.
Rerouting power. Offline. The plant. Firing. Force casualty. Rerouting power. Engine offline. Excusing. Hostile forces have engaged.
Втягиваюсь. Мне он, конечно, не сильно нужен. Потребуется. Как раз этих 175 не хватит. Посмотрю. Ладно, чёрт. И что нам это даст? Называется установка конвейера. Любопытно. Так.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
крутой. Так. Смотрим дальше. База. База так база. Блин, надо же было. Так, перед тем как... Нужно пообщаться с экипажем. Кстати, да. Не хватает лавина. Секунды заряжается. Взять, что ли, попробовать? Так, лавину мы уже не можем. Здесь не можем.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture. Can't spend time reminiscing.
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. I could use some downtime. There's always something, right? The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
No kidding. The next Normandy gets a lounge.
They better not need to do this again. Rebuilding everything was a pain in the ass.
I can verify that.
Yeah, I bet you can. I doubt they'll front the money to stitch me back together if we screw it up. It's a hell of a job, isn't it, Shepard? Being the good guys.
Wouldn't be the high road if it was easy.
You've got to figure, if all the people hoping we win stood up, the collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands. Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
Так, Миранда, по-моему, со мной больше разговаривать не будет. Раз я все в деловые отношения с ним перевел. Гарус, Самартейн, Пойдем, пройдемся. Заодно посмотрим. Ну, почти. Скажем. Интересного. Вау, замолчали. Интересно. Жалко, с Самарой ничего нельзя замутить.
Shepard,
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There were only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
Why would anyone want to be a Justicar?
It is a deeply personal matter. Sometimes the most brutal path is the only honest one.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
You make killing sound so casual.
I remember each being I have slain. They are always in my thoughts.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
I should go.
I'm glad we spoke.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill.
Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do?
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
Ah, that time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
I haven't had a meal that good in a long time.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Осталось чуть-чуть. Что нам скажет наш друг?
Bird not grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
We started this because you were losing control. Now you sound more violent than ever.
Rex said I was normal. Just had this built-up stuff because of being grown in the tank. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
I'm not planning on living like this forever, Grunt.
Talk like that, and it won't be your choice. I'm sure as hell not quitting with a whimper. Just so you're clear where we stand.
Just put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
But they seem pretty wicked.
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little bushtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. say I get exposed to a human disease, like, what did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
Так, костюмчик надо и сменить.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though, except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
I appreciate the thought, Tally, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's a... wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more... how did we even end up talking about this?
Wait a minute. It sounds like you're suggesting something, Tally.
What could I possibly be suggesting? I mean, a young woman gets rescued by a dashing commander who lets her join his crew and then goes off to save the galaxy? How could she possibly develop any kind of interest in him?
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tally. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't know... You never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
Да-да-да. Так, хватит ли мне 4 отделений? Или надо до 5-го пытаться вырасти?
I got nothing to say. Why don't you go talk to Miranda?
Just do your job, then. That's all I need from you.
When the bullets are flying, I'm there. Outside that, pretend I'm dead.
Очень-очень-очень жаль. Мне бы хотелось, чтобы она миссию выполнила. Финальную. Ну да ладно. Так. Будем расти до 5 отделений. Пытаться.
No messages for you, Commander.
Что у нас еще из N7? Зеча. Мы уже здесь. Поехали. Поехали. возьмем, посмотрим, может, что интересное. 2 опустошения.
I am detecting a large power source inside the base. It is probable that destroying it would disrupt the entire facility.
Это продолжение той миссии. Ну ладно.
Feel the blood rip! Weakling!
Put them where we need them. Killed one.
Не, может это круто, если ими управлять.
Nothing can hurt
Я не
me.
хочу управлять. Хочется, чтобы они своими мозгами выбирали. Карма к этому моменту уже не было. Живых. Хрен его знает.
Get them off their feet.
Now you're dead!
Так вот где-то застряну в текстурках. Ребята, кого вы там валите? Непонятно.
Trouble! Lay you down, you're dead! Watch it! Incoming!
Так, она с барьерами не умеет.
Charge it!
to examine this further.
А, так вот. Вот это ящик. Правильно, да, правильно.
Now what's this?
Будем надеяться, что вернуть-то можно. А может быть и нет. Ну, проверим. Попытаемся проверить.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Так, нет, 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 мы хотим всего. Нет, 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 мы хотим сейчас. Так. База контрабандистов затмения. А, понятно. Это, блин, неинтересно. По-моему. Ну, попробуем. И мне интересно, что за задание спасти корабль. Это легко, достаточно, но долго. Можно, конечно, заодно систему отворить. Но тут слишком много планет, на мой взгляд. Долго это будет. Если я ничего не путаю, конечно. Блин, Самара падает что-то слишком быстро. На мой взгляд. Может, еще не добрал просто этих. Наверное, может... Ну, надеюсь, что не добрал просто на 4. Вот, не так. Так. Здесь все верно. Здесь неверно. Тут тоже было неверно. Переключайся.
Understood.
То есть вот как.
Get to cover.
Защитник по-любому уничтожает. Уже. Поэтому мне больше хватало. Вот. А я тут биг бадабум.
This should punch through their armor.
Это было быстро, скучно. 40, что у нас там еще осталось? Слабо. Это слабо.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shep. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Да. Так. Тратить время на базу с рассеянным посредником. Так. Все нормально, то, блин, периодически эта фигня глючит, показывая, что трансляция не идет. Так. Посмотреть. Надо посмотреть. Здесь магазин марабов цитадели. Вечность на Ульяме. На цитадель тогда лучше слетать. Если или. Так. 5 минут перерыв и продолжим. Заберем груз. Тем более у меня вот цитадель есть. Заберем груз и слетаем спасать разбившийся корабль. Я не помню в упор, что это такое. И заданий не вижу. что ж, летим на цитадель. Заодно, может, получится выполнить задание Тыша. У меня, по-моему, ни разу не получилось, мне было лень обычно между планетами. Либо я пропускал этот момент и хлоп-хлоп-хлоп, и пора уже за собирателями валить на миссию. Кого у нас здесь еще не было? Да все, по-моему, уже были. Давайте добавим. Может, что скажет. Зачем это неизвестно, я их с собой брать не собираюсь. Хотя вот выучить какие-нибудь разрывные или деформирующие было бы прикольно.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Yes?
I should be going.
You need anything else?
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Да, сейчас она везде. Это куда? Это наверх. Любопытно, а если... Так, это тиран, кстати. Здесь ничего нет. Ох, забыл, что хотел сказать. Если выучить все боеприпасы для тяжелого оружия, мне на 2 выстрела будет хватать?
The wreckage of the freighter Tur-Alan was found on an uncolonized planet in the Dranik system. Salvage teams reported no survivors.
28-й. 26-й.
Wait, this was a trick, wasn't it? You sent me to the wrong place just to get...
Люди откуда-то.
You'd get a lot farther in life if you just held on to your service orders and receipts.
I just got a refund and exchange. Pick up a new Omni-Gel converter here.
I don't think you have the right place.
No, they said...
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Да.
The nerve enhancements say that there are occasional motor control.
Марап.
Jake is fine. He's a perfectly healthy toddler.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Товаров нет, но
Ah,
могут
my
появиться.
favorite customer. What can I get you?
I'd like to buy something.
Oh, it's all automated these days. There's a catalog interface over there.
I'd like to buy something.
Oh, it's all automated these days. There's a catalog interface over there.
Thanks for your time.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Так, ну у меня такое чувство, что...
So which tech module are we supposed to get?
With confusion. I thought you...
The Turian hierarchy has announced that it will not limit its dreadnought production to previous totals. Citing an increased need for security in the wake of the deaths of previous council members, the Turian military intends to increase defense production. Representatives of the new human-led council had no comment.
Странно, странно. Читать, что ли, придется.
Salvage operations on the Salahiel system have been cleared. Operations had previously been
А,
halted
нет, вот
after
они.
defective
Ура!
I can't believe these humans. No fly lists? What did they turn this place into?
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
A human. Your kind is always shoving your way in to solve the galaxy's problems, aren't you?
I'm not sure what I did to deserve that.
You didn't. Not personally, anyway. Since your kind took over the council, they've added new security checks and travel restrictions, all to keep us safe, they claim. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Maybe these would work. They're new transit IDs.
You... How did you get those?
If you don't want them, I could just take them back.
No, I'll take them. With thanks. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
Так. Значит, на оба надо слетать.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily
Тут и
Wong.
миллионка.
A Solarian survey ship, the Callan High, has been officially declared overdue after 3 weeks without contact. At this time, it is unclear whether the Callan High...
Эмили Вонг неинтересно. Так. Значит, еще на ее слетаем. На Илю. Так, сейчас задание надо посмотреть на самом-то деле. Изменилось оно или это, так скажем, трудности перевода. Нет. То есть летим на Омегу. Вылетаем на Омегу. Нет. Я не то хотел сделать. Я хотел... Жалко, просто нельзя отключить эти ремни. И идем не к Ишу, а идем к Ари. Или к Анту. Если будет такая возможность. Так, чё, кто у нас тут еще не был? Что скажут? Интересно. Так, надо, короче, изучить боеприпасы в Дамасе. Если база сотню считать, я улучшал, по-моему,
What do you need?
Придется...
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
Why don't you find a nice girl to keep you warm in the meantime? You look like you need to loosen up a little.
А вот будет интересно, если все-таки отдать.
Nothing to see here.
Значит, я выполнял то, что я помню, что я передавал. Вот эти данные.
Come on, let me in.
Договор.
Hello again, my friends. Please tell me you have something for me.
Have you seen what's in these packages?
Why? Did you find something untoward? Certainly nothing worth getting worked up about.
I bet Mr. Anto would be very interested in this information, and in finding out who wanted it.
You wouldn't. Would you? It's not for me. A lot of people want a leg up on Arya, and they'll pay a lot of credits to get it. If Anto or Arya found out, I'd be ruined. Or killed.
Arya will find out what you're up to, Ish. I don't envy you when that happens.
I think I can handle it.
No one has beaten Arya in centuries. When she casts down your clients, she'll come looking for you.
You're right. I have to get out of here. Thank you, my friend. You probably just saved my life. Come on, Sal. We have to get out of here.
40 опыта, куча кредитов. Типа. Журнал. А задание не считается выполненным. Ух ты, что-то новенькое, я такое не слышал. Новые фразы. Любопытно. Видимо, стоять неделю. Ему надоело. Что-нибудь скажет, нет?
What do you need?
Так. Мария не хочет разговаривать.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
Why don't you find a nice girl to keep you warm in the meantime? You look like you need...
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
А задание не считается выполненным.
Nothing to see here.
2 невыполненных задания. Прикольно, ну ладно. Так, что нам стоит предпринять?
Come on, let me in.
Так. На Нормандию поедем. Посмотрим, что у нас еще осталось из важного невыполненного. Из того, что нужно выполнить, мы уже все выполнили. Может быть, есть что-то неважное, нам все равно куда-то лететь придется там. Станция собирателей, тачанка Омега, прибытие. Спасти доктора Кэнса. Вот. Что за разбившийся корабль? Не совсем понимаю. Поедем туда. Где ты? Окей. Полюбасу, вот, короче, надо везде брать Миранду. Да, деформация, нагрузка.
Surface is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
Хорошо, что когда читаем, ничего не происходит.
Overload deployed.
one. Overriding the render full set. Got one.
Я вроде всех успевал перебить. А может, тут и не получится не всех перебить. Самое главное, что у нас все получилось. Система заработала.
That did it.
И Дима вообще все снесла еще этим реактором. Прикольно. Так, ну что, есть у нас что-нибудь? В принципе, можно было врубать маскировку после отключения первого. Второго, в общем-то, тоже.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shep. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Бла-бла-бла. Так. Что-нибудь есть? Важно. Чанка прибытия. Ничего важного у нас не осталось. Да я с тобой...
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Не собирался я с тобой разговаривать.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves, tools for Reapers. Protheans dead, collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
You said the collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Обожаю этот момент.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morton.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live, we'll get loud, and spill some drinks on the Citadel.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready?
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Так. Джокера проверить.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured
I assume everything is
Good
going
for
well.
now. Fractured my thumb on the mute.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Джокер ничего не говорит. Надо, чтобы синенькая полоска вылезла чуть-чуть. Я был уверен, что на 4 не работает.
No messages for you, Commander.
Косуми ничего хорошего не скажет.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Azarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Irika woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers. Murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly. Cleanly. To minimize suffering. Them. I let them linger.
You were operating on instinct. By your own rules, you can't blame yourself.
But I made the choice to hunt them. They're the only lives I've ever taken of my own choice. The only deaths on my own conscience. I haven't spoken about my wife and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
Так. Полезно. Пойдемте проверять. Я, конечно, могу и ошибаться. Даже, скорее всего, ошибаюсь. Но, нелояльный Джек. Все становится несколько сложнее.
I got nothing to say. Why don't you go talk to Miranda?
Just do your job, then. That's all I need from you.
When the bullets are flying, I'm there.
У меня не хватит времени добить Гуда до сотки.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that. I've been thinking about the last time we talked. I'm sorry. I was unprofessional, and I wasn't thinking rationally. I was being stupid and selfish.
Давайте таким крутым гудом, что ли.
Are you saying that you don't want...
No, no. It's not about what I want. It has nothing to do with that. You deserve to be happy with someone. I can't do that. No matter how much I could get sick, jeopardize the mission.
Are you saying you could die if we were together?
It's always a risk. Maybe the reaction would be minor. Maybe it would put me down for a few weeks. Or maybe it would kill me. But that's not what I'm concerned about, Shepard. I don't want you distracted. I don't want what I want to hurt this mission. It's too important.
And if you weren't jeopardizing anything?
If it were just me, I watched you tear into the Thorian on Veros like a force of nature. Nothing could slow you down. I watched your face as Lieutenant Alenko died on Vermeer. I watched you stand strong against everything the galaxy threw at you. I've watched you for so long, and I never imagined you'd ever see past this.
You've given me a lot to consider, Tali. I'm not sure what to do here.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. I should get back to these repairs anyway.
Ладно. Останемся верными, Эшли. Так, что у нас там еще? Так, Джек. И Грант. Надо попробовать.
Shepard,
Just checking in. How you doing?
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info was floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Sasari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Так. Саманта. Миранда уже не о чем разговаривать. Мы уже дошли до точки. Гарус, Самара. Ты поговорили, Косой ничего не скажет. Хотя, может, и Гарус уже ничего не скажет. Мальчики нужны.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Гарус тоже не хочет. Или только перед самоубийственной миссией. Причем на самом деле не так много мест, которые я зафейлил. В смысле взял вместо героя отступника.
Shepard,
Anything new?
there is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices, but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission, and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
Так. Этим что-нибудь скажут? Нет, все, они, видимо, замолчали навечно. Так, с этим поговорили. Хотя нет, у меня еще до самоубийственной миссии есть шанс. Еще будет Легион и Тали.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Все прекрасно. Ну что ж. Делаем паузу. И... Система свой-чужой. Пока, зритель. Скоро вернусь. Будем проходить миссию свой-чужой.